Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here once again on another great episode for you right here on Tejano Time Podcast. Your host, Keith Leal. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. That's right. We are live right now on Tejano Time Podcast here on Facebook. También streaming it live on Tejano TV. For those of you that are out there, I would like to welcome back my guest here as well. Tonight, we are talking about Gigi La Sheekana Guerrero. That's right. She is back here on Tejano Time Podcast tonight, and she's got a great story. That's right, to tell, and a lot of great things happening with her right now. It's been a minute, but she's back. And once again, Gigi, welcome to the show.
Hi, Keith. How are you?
I'm doing great. Not sure what she was doing there behind the scenes, but...
everything. Songs and dance. How are you? It's good. Thank you for having me on your show again, Mr. Keith. Where's your co-host?
He's actually got the night off. I was about to say that. Yes, he has the night off. He actually is a charter bus driver, so he had taken a group of kids to Corpus Christi actually for a meet out there and whatnot. So he's does a lot of things around Texas, and he couldn't pass this gig up, so he's in Corpus Christi right now enjoying his night off. So
well, saludos to him.
Saludos.
I met. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm an interrupter. I don't mean to be, but
no, it's all good. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Well, not literally, but
I remember I met him at the Los Arcos Hermanos Peña at their place, and I'm like honestly, seriously, I don't connect. I wish I did. I don't I'll either see your face and it looks familiar, or I see your name and it looks familiar, but putting two and two together, that's something too complicated for Gigi. And then after a while, I'm like, you look really familiar.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we interviewed you on the Kid Leal show.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, that's. I bet he's felt special when you told him that, huh?
And I do not get to decide what my brain remembers and what it doesn't, or who it remembers and who it doesn't. I have no choice.
Or even how it functions at that, huh?
No, es de pura chiripada.
Well, a big shout out to Tony. That's right, Antonio. So
Yes.
saludos. He's having a good old time there in Corpus Christi tonight. So enjoy your night off, brother. We'll see you next week as well. So yes, so Gigi La Sheekana is back, and again, for those of you out there that are watching the show and that are watching the show because she's on, of course, and those of you that are watching that don't know much about Gigi Guerrero y los Sheekanos. So for those that are just getting introduced, Gigi, explain a little bit to them, give them a little bit of your background and what's going on with you.
Oh, I am Gigi La Sheekana Guerrero. Soy hija de Juan Guerrero de los Sheekanos. And my dad passed away in 2022. And since that time, I decided to continue the legacy of his music. He was a pioneer of Tejano music. He did a lot of work and wrote a lot of songs that people don't know he wrote. And of course, I know because I was right there when he was writing them. So that's one thing that I started to do. And one of the things I did is start a podcast, Giras y Desveladas.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he passed away, everybody would say, all his friends would come up to me. It's like, hey, did your dad ever tell you about that time? And did he, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, man, I never got my dad telling me those stories. So I got these guys telling me their stories. So Giras y Desveladas was originally, it was Giras y Desveladas, Tejano legends and their stories of the road. And I started with the legends, and I was working with I was on the board of directors for the Tejano Legend Pioneers Chapter 2 here in the RGV. And so I had all these guys telling us their stories. And Carlos Guzmán, Eri Pérez de los Sabrosos Cuatro, Armando Chori Hinojosa, Valde Muñoz,
Okay.
Buga Perales, Adalberto Gallegos. I mean, talking big time, the guys that started this, Johnny Hernandez, so many of the musicians that started this onda. What I started realizing was that I was documenting history that
Yeah.
not even I knew. And I thought this is pretty special, and I kept it going. And that was already, what, in 23? Ya voy para 3 años doing
Wow.
this. And I was co-hosting with Cecilio Garza from Los Casinos, his daughter, Lori Jean. Saludos, Lori
Okay.
Jean. And then she decided to step away from the podcast because she decided that she wanted to, she decided she had a special role as the daughter of Cecilio Garza Los Casinos, and I would tell her, don't lament like I'm doing, don't be doing the afterthoughts like I'm doing, uh, your dad's alive right now,
Hmm.
and she took those words to heart, and she's been out there. She recorded with her dad. They're performing together. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really like brings tears to my eyes every time I see that, porque it's really something
Yeah.
special. And anybody who is a child of an artist knows that it's not an easy life. It's a difficult life, and it's a very special life. It's a, your life is so different. Your neighbors' dads are coming out in TV every weekend, and your neighbor's dad isn't, songs on the radio, and you're not hearing him. It's a very
It's a
different kind of.
different feeling. Yes.
It is,
Yeah.
and so and it's very special. And so as it progressed, she did that, and then I got my friend Norma Salazar. And I met her in Las Vegas, and she had this little crowd around her. She just has this spark, and we became real good friends. And I asked her, would you like to be my co-host? And thanks to God, she accepted. And we've been doing it because she has a lot of input, because she pushes her husband George
Husband
Salazar,
George.
yeah,
Hmm.
and so she has a lot of insights. And so we just, she said we need to, promote some of the new artists, which I had been seeing on Masking on Radio with Juan Mendoza, and the,
Hmm.
videos of a lot of female artists that nobody ever heard of. And I thought, man, these ladies are awesome,
Yeah.
Jenny B, I remember seeing her the first time with that video with her with the, it was soda cans as rollers in her hair.
Yeah.
I thought that's brilliant and funny, and that was some time back already, about 2 years ago. And look at her now, and Rita Capuchina, all these artists that I didn't know about were, and I said that, well, we do need to highlight them.
Yeah.
Yes, our pioneers are awesome. They built this genre, but the new people are keeping it going. And
Hmm.
so we need to give them the chance. And so that's what I've been doing in my podcast. Along the way, Rick Garcia from Hacienda Records, which I always recorded with my dad. We were in the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
recorded, we were at Freddie Records, we recorded at Hacienda Records, and then recorded my last song, Pero Eso No, with David Lee Garza, was with CHR Records. And when I had started the podcast, and he said, Gigi, your songs never really, you know they're really good stuff, and nobody really got to hear them. And he was right, because that album was about Juan Guerrero. All albums were
Yeah.
about Juan Guerrero, Los Chicanos.
Right. Right.
So he put out Me Voy a Casar. Whoops, it makes it to the charts. Well, it's my dad's original songs también. And then Pero Eso No ended up for half a year on the charts, and that was awesome. And so last year, I decided that I was going to kind of close that chapter on all the recordings that I did with my dad, because I do write my own songs and do have my own
Hmm.
music. And one of my songs was actually it's on the EP,
Hmm.
Recuerdos de mi Padre. Um, and it's a song I wrote, and it was about my experience. And so my songs are very different from my dad's. And of course, my dad was, and by the way, he wrote Ya Te Vi, and
Yes.
and he also wrote Quisiera Tener Alas that Ramon Ayala recorded. And as a matter of fact, we talked about being at Fanfare. I ran into Jaime Dianda,
Okay.
and And that's my mi saludo. Yo soy Gigi, la Chicana Guerrero, hija de Juan Guerrero, los Chicanos. And I said he wrote the song Ya te vi, ya te vi, ya te vi. And he was so funny. He's like, never heard it. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, maybe you've heard Di de qué color es tu corazón. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah. When my dad wrote it, it was Di de qué color. When you recorded it, it became Dime qué color. But that's Juan Guerrero's song. He's like, I didn't know that. When I talked to Tony Guerrero of La Sombra and I told him, you recorded my dad's songs too. They recorded Dream Girl. They recorded Trenecito. And well, originally it was Como Paloma, tararararara. When it got recorded with La Sombra, it turned into Vuelve Paloma. But it's the same song.
Yeah.
And it was Juan Guerrero who wrote it. And so, as the daughter of somebody who never got recognized for his contributions to the genre, that has been part of what my life is now, promoting him. But I did kind of want to wrap it up with my dad's music. It was his music, it was his lyrics, his arrangements, brilliant music. Pero in December, we kind of wrap that up, and what's gonna come out new, it's Gigi songs. Gigi song and Gigi has a different experience. Gigi has a very different experience from my dad, and I definitely have a different style. And so when those come out, they'll be, I see life very differently from the way my dad saw it, and I've had different experiences, as a woman, simplemente,
Yeah.
as a woman. So that's the plan so far. But that's what's been going on, and the podcast has been doing amazing. We're syndicated now. We're being simulcasted by like Half a Jam and Oldies and Sirius Tejano, and of course on Tejano TV. And I mean, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. I'm so blessed. And I never imagined this in my whole entire life, because I became a teacher. I got certified as a teacher, and I got my master's degree, special ed. And I just saw those four walls with the 25 or 35 kids, depending on, and that was going to be my life. But when my dad passed, I realized, no, I need to live my life. I need to enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. I went to Fanfare this past weekend. I'm still trying to recover because it's a lot going on. And that's because I wasn't. Norma también andaba ahí con George. Norma, I swear, te andaba en patines, man. I could not keep up
Keep up for them. Yeah.
I could not keep up with her. It was all over the place. But she's got that energy. She's got that drive. And my drive is very different. I'm over here in the background and I'm doing stuff. It's a different energy. I'm working on my foundation as well, Tejano Music Legacy Foundation, which I started 2 years ago. It kind of paused after my my health issues, but I've decided that health issue or not, everybody's time is limited on earth. We don't know when our expiration date is.
Right. Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so might as well live it up and enjoy it, and do what we can. And especially for me, it's to help people out, and I do that with my podcast, and I'm doing that again. I'm starting up the I've got new board members on my board for the foundation, and we're starting new projects. And I'm also a juried artist for the National Organization of Music to Life, and so that with that backup for my foundation, I've been able to really get some stuff going. Todo esto para seguir la música de Juan Guerrero, para seguir la música de Gigi Guerrero, pero more than anything, la música de nosotros, because that's I realized this is our identity. This is who we are, yeah. And you can see it in the songs, even when we're singing in English and Spanish, it's totally us. We're very unique. We're a very unique people that we listen to everything in the American culture, but we're heavily influenced by our Mexican culture, and the combination is beautiful. And so that's That's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, that's what she's doing here. I asked her one question and she gave me like 70 answers, guys.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
Don't ask me. Nombre, nunca me callo.
So, so that sums it up right there. You know a little bit about her now, okay, guys? They're out there
That
watching.
was just question number one.
That was just question number one, guys. All right, we got about 50 of them right now. All right, so no, that's some good stuff right there. You know, it's always fun to have her on. The last time I had you on the show, Gigi, you were in a remote location, right? You were over
Yes,
in,
it was.
you were live from outside of a Starbucks in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Yes. I was on my way. You know, if I give you my word, I'm gonna give you my word. And if I said I was gonna be on at 8 o'clock on that day, I was gonna be on at 8 o'clock. I was actually on my way from the valley to Buda, Texas. One of my friends had some health issues and she needed help, and so I was on my way to help her out. But I wasn't gonna make it to Buda by the time the Keith Leal show, the Tejano Time podcast came on. So I in San Antonio, as a matter of fact, right off the freeway. I was, I was at a Starbucks allá afuera. Luckily, I had some headphones on, and hopefully, it wasn't as loud as the outside noise. Pero yeah, and you have to be creative and you have to be
Exactly.
resourceful.
Yeah.
Resourceful. I think that's what's helping me a lot of times. Like as a podcaster, you have maybe artists that need to reschedule. You have all kinds of things that come up, right?
Hmm.
And so if you're not resourceful, then te trancas, now what?
Hmm. Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. And so we need to be resourceful in that respect. And so that was being resourceful. I was like, I need to pull over, I need some good internet, and here I am. So
Yeah.
we had I was under beautiful blue skies.
Yeah, no, she didn't need no light when the sun went down. Okay, the moon was out.
It was a bright night.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome, but it was
Yes,
a great show as well at that back
yes.
in the
Thank
and
you.
the
Yeah.
last time I had you on. So I'm going to send some shout outs real quick before they get overwhelming here. We got Brenda Blanco is tuned into the show.
Hi,
Saludos,
Brenda.
Brenda. Thank you for tuned in. Gilbert Zamora también says, "Where is everyone?" I think he was just logging in at the beginning of the show. Yes, we're here, Gilbert. Saludos, my brother. Thanks for tuning
Oh,
in.
I hadn't noticed. Look, there's so many people. Oh, hi.
We got Mr. Luis Garcia también also is tuned into the show. Thank you, Luis. Good evening, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Hilda Peña también is tuned in. Saludos, Hilda. Uh,
Saludos.
Julio Castro también is tuned into the show. Saludos, amiga Gigi y la
Saludos,
Sheekana.
Julio from Monterrey. DJ from Monterrey. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
amazing, dude.
Saludos.
Saludos. Mr. Danny Noyola también is also tuned into the show. That's right, from
Danny
Corpus
from
Christi.
Corpus. Saludos.
Yes, and
Yes.
let's see who else we got here. We got Carmen Esparza says, hi, Gigi.
Hi, Carmen. The Carmen Esparza, I need to tell you, and she's an awesome individual. She's an awesome artist. She plays keyboards y quién sabe qué más. They actually, what she was with the Mark Perales band, and the Mark Perales band, it's like in a novela, played the a ver cómo se dice, played the role of los Chicanos on the Domingo Live show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we were on there, and I sent them all the music. I said, and we did play a gig together, just one gig. But you know what though, I realized that I don't like 4-hour gigs anymore.
Not 4 hours.
Not four
Yeah.
hours. I mean, I did, like I said, I was over 30 years playing with my dad, and in those 4-hour gigs, and but it was different. Because it was my I played with my brother, I played with my sister, and it was my dad. The only one that wasn't related was the drummer, and he was like family. So, and this time around, it was not family. And look, my tia Maria Ruiz, mi tia Lupita, hi. It was not family, and so it was a different vibe. And Gigi was in charge. I just didn't realize how much my dad did as the leader of the band.
Hmm.
I mean, and when I was put in that place, I was like, as I'm 56 years old, and it's now I'm like, I pick and I choose and I decide how I want to live my life. Does this make me happy? Yes, I'll go for it. Does this not make me happy? No, I won't go for that. And so I decided that we will gig with Carmen and Mark Perales and all those guys over there. Awesome guys, by the way. Almost all of them, if not all of them, are have been inducted into Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. Awesome artists. But yeah, it's probably going to be like a 40. If it's a 45-minute gig, I am there. Call me up. I am there. I will sing the shiznits out of the songs. Pero más que 45 minutes, I really have to think about it.
All right, get her an oxygen tank, and
I was like, no,
yeah.
oh my God. No, hombre, me pongo las pantuflas instead of the heels, Put on.
Right.
Yeesh.
TDK is on right there. Saludos,
Hey,
Keith.
saludos, TDK.
Sheekana Griselda, he says right there.
Griselda,
Yes,
that's my name from my dad. Was a Beatles and a Monkees fan, and the Monkees had a song called Auntie Griselda, and it's a crazy song. If y'all ever look for it from the Monkees, Auntie Griselda. Well, he loved that name, and he named me Griselda. So my name is Griselda Guerrero, which is Gigi. My initials, really. Yeah.
Awesome. John Gabriel Martinez. That's right.
Saludos.
Saludos Superado right there in the house.
Yeah.
And we also got, let's see, that's
I see
Roger.
Fabian también. Fabian Peña, saludos.
Yes.
Oh, and Roger Jalen. There you go. I'll go.
Roger.
Roger, saludos. Thank you for everybody coming in, guys. I really appreciate it. Look, Rick Valderrama. I'm still waiting for you to come on my show, by the way. All you artists.
Rick.
I have a podcast. Just saying.
Right? Kiana Huerta también from New Mexico. Saludos, Kiana. Thank you so much for tuning into the show.
Thank you, Kiana.
Hope all is well. I know she's got a new song coming out, dropping very, very soon también, so be on the lookout for that, guys, as well. That's right. So, yeah, and then there's just a lot of people on right now, guys. That's right.
Thank you to everybody. And if you are artists, through the I have a jam in oldies. Alberto Resendes, he was sending us messages that there's a lot of truckers out there that actually send us messages to say that they look forward to our show on Sundays 2 p.m. Texas time.
No, I want to definitely get that out there. So I mean, you want to definitely promote your show.
Thank you, Kila. Well, of course, you're awesome. You started this. And I remember I called you and asked you for advice and stuff because I didn't know, what. Well, Rick says she's from Shinola. Anyway, so I didn't know, and so now that I thank you so much for your advice and thank you for having me on today. But I love your show. I started watching your show first. I was a fan of your show, and that's how I was like, let me try it. It's not easy.
Oh, it's definitely not easy.
Oh my goodness, it's not easy. Miguel Angel Perez, saludos. So he said there, all these truckers that look forward to your show on Sunday at 2 p.m. And I had been getting messages from people sending me my music. I said, I'm not a radio show, I can't, I'm not a radio show. And then I thought, what if we just feature them? What if we just showcase them like the new releases? And so I thought, and what if we dedicate it to the troqueros?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have Trucking Now with new rolas, porque rolas son la música, right? The songs, and because that's how we talk, that's how we roll, and so I put on new releases. All you do is you send a 30-second video drop, and you like, for example, hi, I'm Gigi, and listen, you're on Tejano Time podcast, and this is my new release, blah blah blah, right? So, and they do that, and it started, and it's been, man, I already have them backlogged. So like I'm doing 2 at a time. They do their drop, and I show their video and their new release, and so people get to know it. And because I remember I didn't know about new releases or anything that was new unless I would watch the Matching on Radio. Mm-hmm. Because a new artist, because I didn't know, or I'd watch the artist being interviewed on your show. Geneva. I didn't know about Geneva until I saw her being interviewed on the Keith Leal show. So and so knowing that as a fan, mm-hmm. that people don't know, maybe when you're in the business already, you're like, oh yeah, they have something out because you start getting their feeds and stuff, but the general population doesn't know. Right. So that's why I like to do that. And that's been very popular. I had a lot of fun with Jenny B. She's hilarious. I did at the fanfare. I was like, okay, give me a 30-second drop of your song. I asked her, do you have a new release out? No. Okay. Well, you can still come on the show. Do you have any release? As a matter of fact, I do. All right, let's dale.
Dale, right?
Dale.
Yes.
Record you right now. Just get it over with,
Yeah.
I'm very goal oriented. So as soon as I have a goal, I'm like, I'm gonna meet it. I need to do this. And I think I need 2 new songs for my next show. I need 2 new drops. So that, that was on my mind. Yeah. So that's why I don't remember names or
Yeah.
faces.
Exactly.
I'm laser focused on
Uh,
what my plan was. And to anybody out there, please don't be offended if I don't remember you. Please don't be offended. It's a brain issue.
It's not registering all the way, guys. So
It doesn't.
here
No,
and there,
no,
just
no cae la
listen.
peseta.
It's no longer a quarter anymore. It's gone up, but it has not changed in her mind and her head yet. Okay, guys. Frankie Boy Aranda is tuned in right there. Saludos, my boy Frankie, man. Great guy right there as well, man. Great drummer out there in the industry. Saludos. AB Villa también, Santos Belmarres también is tuned in. We got a lot of great people tuned into the show tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuned in here to the Tejano Time podcast. My guest tonight, Gigi La Sheekana Guerrero, sharing a little bit of what she's got going on with her right now. New EP that's out. I mean, it's been out. It's been out early. I would say mid 2025 is when you started releasing a lot of the stuff and working on it, right? When did the EP come out
The
completely
EP
full?
came out in December.
In
The
December? Okay.
5 songs. Yeah. So it included, I think, I don't even know. That was that long ago, right?
It's registering, guys. It's registering. Hold on a second. Okay.
Give me a minute. It had, pero eso no was included in there. And then songs and let me tell you right now, and if Rini Rowland's out there, and if y'all know Rini Rowland, tag him. Back in the day, I would say mid 80s, más o menos, when Country Roland was doing his thing with the country music. My dad was at the studio, and they highly recommended that he do some country songs, and so my dad did. And so now Rini Rowland's kind of in that bola otra vez de country, Tejano country. And guess what Gigi did? I just redid my dance country songs. It's like history repeating itself.
Yeah.
It's really funny. So the songs that are on that EP are Vida, it's a Tejano country. Rosa la del Rio, Tejano country. Then the original song that I wrote that song maybe around 2007, and we recorded it in 2012, 2013, por ahí. Donde está Papa? And that was actually kind of like a biographical song of what happened to me when I divorced my child's father. And so it's a downer, man. It's a downer, but it was my life. It was my life, and I put it in song, and it was my therapy. And so, in anybody who's ever been through a tough relationship, through an abusive relationship, where you had to leave, where you're divorced, where you leave your children's father, it's messy, it's hurtful, it's painful, and you, I think women will understand and enjoy that song because kind of puts it all together. But basically what it was at the end of the day, it was, really, really innocently my daughter asking, where's my daddy?
Yeah.
And without going into detail about why we needed to leave. She knew, she saw it, she was, but as a little girl, how do you understand? How do you tell your little daughter that you're taking away her father? I don't think I would have survived it if my mom would have done that to me. So I postponed that for a long time, but I couldn't anymore. And so that song Donde Está Papá is about that. So if y'all go up there, it's on YouTube, it's on all digital platforms under Recuerdos de Mi Padre with Gigi Guerrero y Los Sheekanos. And so that was my first. I wrote a lot of songs from that era because that was my therapy. It really was. That was the only way I could kind of put things together. And por eso no tomé chisqueada. because I mean, I've had so many experiences, and one of the things that honestly, I was a victim of domestic violence. I mean, serious, like dragged down to the ground, like serious. But I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't tell anybody because I knew if I told my brother or my dad, somebody'd be murdered, you know.
Yeah.
And I needed to protect people. I needed to protect everybody. So I kept quiet instead. And I know women out there know what I'm talking about. You'd rather just, just take the abuse and not get any more people hurt. But that's what that song is about. And I'm sorry to have been such a downer. But anyway, that song is out there. But now Gigi's in a different point in her life. Like I said, I'm 56 years old and I've lived life. I'm at a very, very happy place right now. So the music coming out of my heart is happy music, funny music, because now I see everything so differently. Like, man, the things that I saw were so serious before. I twisted around, and laughter is therapy. Man, I'd rather laugh at it. There was an episode where I had this person, I'm just gonna say this person, just was really ugly and mean to me in front of a lot of people. And I just looked at her and I thought, at first I felt, man, pobrecita, man, that's all that hate in her heart, And then the next thing that came out, which really I didn't plan it, I just started laughing. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You need to work on you. And because it's not worth it. And I'm at the point in my life where you need to choose your battles, and I'd rather not. I'd rather, if it's too negative, if it's too downer, no thanks. And then that song that I wrote, Donde Está Papá, was real heavy at that time because I lived it, pero I don't think I would have put it out at this time around. But it's there. It's there because people do live that, and it's true life. And there's nothing more valuable in a therapy session than bringing it out through music.
Exactly. There's no
So what
doubt
was the
about that.
question?
So what was the question? We completely went to left field on that one right there, right?
Sí, Nelas.
Hey, so the video that I want to play for everybody out there so for some of you guys out there that are watching that haven't had an opportunity to check this video out, which is up on her YouTube también as well, is the one that features David Lee Garza in there. Tell me about that collaboration. How did that come about?
My dad actually he passed away twice. The first time was in 2020, and thanks to medical intervention and God and prayers, I do honestly believe in prayers, and he came out of it. And when he came out of it, as being a musician all his life, my dad was born to be a musician. Music was in his DNA. And so he said, let's go record.
Yeah.
So we went to record. He called up Rick Garcia. He said, let's go record. We went to record at Paulino Bernal Studios, beautiful studio aquí en McAllen, de Paulino Bernal. Ernest Bernal was there helping with the production. And my dad called up the big guns. He called up Ruben Garza. He called up Armando Chori Hinojosa from Los Sabrosos Cuatro. Then he called up David Lee Garza. And también Sam Lopez was there to help us because Sam Lopez had been our drummer for a long time. And we went and recorded Si Muero Lejos de Texas, which was my dad, ended up being the last song that he recorded. And I recorded Pero Eso No. And it was there in the studio. And I had asked my son-in-law to go and just kind of, take pictures or whatever, just kind of record the moment. It was historic in my eyes to have David Lee Garza and all these people together, along with my dad. And I thought, this is historic. I want to document it. Well, it ended up being the last video and the last recording with my dad. And thank God it was documented. So then it became the music video.
Awesome. That's a great story right there. We're going to play the video for everybody out there. We're going to come back here with some more Gigi Guerrero in just a few minutes. So check out the video and let us know what you think as well if you haven't already seen it. If you have, enjoy it once again. And if you haven't, let her know what you think about the video and the song as well, guys. We'll be right back.
Don't mention the glasses.
Check it out. I'll let you guys decide on that, all
Me
right?
pides que deje a mis padres, lo haría todo, todo por ti, pero eso no. Me pides que deje a mis padres, que me vaya a vivir contigo. Dices que sería muy feliz al formar un nuevo nido. Tú sabes que yo te amo y yo quiero estar contigo, pero mis queridos viejitos no los dejo en el olvido. Yo haría cualquier cosa por ti, sabes que te amo tanto, haría lo imposible por ti, lo haría todo, todo por ti, pero eso no, pero eso no, pero eso no, pero eso no. Soñaba con vivir contigo, pensaba ser tuya para siempre, pero eso que tú me pides no me cabe en mi mente. Yo hago cualquier cosa por ti, yo todo lo hago por ti, sabes que te quiero así, yo todo lo haría por ti, pero eso no, 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 pero eso no.
Wow, wow. Great stuff right there. Great song as well, Gigi. We're not going to talk about the glasses now, okay? Just so you know, guys. So
They they broke.
they broke. There was no duct tape in the house, all right?
They broke right there and then. I was like, oh my goodness. But of course, I didn't think that this is going to end up as a music video. I was like, they broke, they're still working. I can read the lyrics and,
But it was
pero-
great. It was great that you had all the the footage and everything to put that together. Amazing video también, of course, with
Yes,
David
yes.
Legarza, también another legend in the business. También, what was it like? What was it like there working alongside there with David Legarza?
It was so weird because I'm like, like, oh, that's actually the really guys, like, and I have to just be, because he's my dad's friend, and they're just all like, they all know each other, and all like, just kind of hanging out, and I don't want to be like, ooh. So I was, I just said hi, and I was a very minimal interaction with him, because I was really like, you know, uh, starstruck, honestly.
Mhm.
I was starstruck, but he was so cool, and he was just there and to work, and then when we started recording, I remember thinking, because there was a part where I had to lead and kind of show him where to come in, right? And
Hmm.
I was like, I'm telling David the got somewhere to come in. So
Wow.
so I know, I was like, and and I was like, oh my God, what a wow, and it was an amazing experience,
I bet it
and
was.
yeah, not realizing, of course, because I was caught up in the moment of the logistics, and we got everything, and then did my dad have everything, and everybody's there, and we're doing everything, and my son-in-law, did he get the pictures? Did he didn't even he did it. My son-in-law didn't even interview David Lee Garza, but he doesn't listen to Tejano music, so he didn't know who he was,
Hmm.
and that's where I was like, man, how can my own not know who David Lee Garza is? We really need to be out there, and
Be
that
out there, yeah.
when Mas Ganas, was my had I've made a concerted effort to try to do my part to to let people know about Tejano music, and how wonderful it is, and how awesome it is, and how we need to claim it as our own. It's our history, and but honestly, to tell you the truth, seeing my dad right there again, I still, there are days when I still can't believe he's gone. It's just such a he was just such a strong person, and just an amazing individual, that it's hard to believe that he's no longer with us, and that's why I do this, and if
Yeah.
not for me and for everybody coming after us, para que sepan que esta música, man, it's special.
It
It's
sure is.
yeah, and I'm proud to be part of it. I'm happy to be part of it, and like I said again, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and sometimes I think, man, Elmer, I regret having waited so long to leave teaching and pursue this, but it was God's timing. It was God's timing, and so I trust that, and I trust everything that I get led to do, in faith, and just keep on going. I'm just gonna be, trying my part, trying to do my part, put my my pennies in the well,
Yeah.
and keep this going, just like you're doing, like what Mendoza's doing, like we're all doing. Saludos to Lila Lisa Promotions. Yeah, she was like, she was the one who said, can you be on the Keith Leal podcast? I'm like, when?
Let me check. Let me talk with my people, and I'll let your
Let me
people
have my
know.
team. Yeah, my people in my head. Talk to your people.
Yes, always, great to have you on the show. It's always a fun time. You've been on here before in the past, and now this time
Yes.
it's just so special to have you on here to share your story with all our viewers out there. También everybody that's watching on Tejano TV. También un saludo for to all you guys out there, Facebook, YouTube, all you guys out there. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys who continue to support the show, and all shows at that, not just here. There's plenty of shows, podcasts that are out there. A lot of great hosts out there throughout the state of Texas. From the valley all the way down to
Yeah.
from San Antonio, the valley. We're talking about everywhere. West Texas, they're everywhere, guys. Just support these shows, support the new artists that come
Yes.
on to share their music and whatnot. Take the time to educate your youngsters as well. Your children about the Hana music and the culture. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
That's one thing that my father always said. I mean, I took it from him as well. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that one day my son, picks up on it because he's one of those. He listens to pretty much everything. He's more into rock. You know what I mean? But he has requested some Spanish Tejano music, some Tejano music. So that's a sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
we need to get them. We need to just get them kind of slowly, and just kind of,
yeah.
slowly, just kind of. And that's why, like, on my podcast, I do recommend. You know what? Get your own podcast. I actually put the StreamYard link and everything, because I think, this is my personal opinion, I think we just all need to be out there and just be in their face, so they just can't ignore us anymore like they have been for so long.
Mhm.
The powers that be, the ones that decide, because it is beautiful music. We've got so much talent.
So much talent across
So
the
much
board.
talent. Yes, it's unbelievable, and it needs to be appreciated and seen in a larger market. And Y Dios quiere que eso pase while we're still on earth. But if it doesn't, I hope eventually it does.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Hopefully it does, anytime that, soon, something more soon. But let me get these quick shout outs right quick, Gigi. We got Vic Martinez from Phoenix, Arizona, who's tuned into the show. Saludos, Vic.
Saludos.
I appreciate you. También Rebecca Alvarado from Lubbock, Texas, also
Hi. I
tuned
was out
into
there
the
playing
show.
you some time back. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and we get that's a great place to be out there. Right? I mean, what's actually Tony's from out there, but he's in Corpus tonight. So
That's right.
my co-host.
That's right. The
That's
guy
right.
that looked familiar.
Yes, Mr. Frankie Boy también says big shout out to y'all, to y'all too, and all y'all's loved ones, to all the listeners, followers, and fans, all the way. All the love. Saludos. He's a great guy. Saludos, bro. Appreciate you, man. He's done some great stuff there with the Cumbia Kings back in the day. That's right. There it is, right there. The original Cumbia King, right there.
Cumbia Kings, man. That's awesome music to try to lose weight to.
There you go. Yes, El Paso. That's right. Irma's over in El Paso.
Saludos, hi, Irma. Saludos.
Saludos. Jose Luis Saliman también is tuned in. What's up, Keith from Robstown? Oh, yes. I haven't seen this dude.
Robestan, that's what we called
Robstown.
it. Robestan,
Yes. Saludos. It's been a minute, man. I haven't seen this guy in a long time, man. It's been years. So, un saludo, bro. Appreciate you, man, tuning into the show. We're right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. Going to wrap things up here in just a few minutes here with Gigi La Sheekana. That's right, guys. And don't forget, she has, let me see if I can find it right quick here somewhere. I know I got it here somewhere. But the EP is out. That's right. And again, you can stream it. It's on all digital platforms right there. Recuerdos de mi padre right there. Gigi, Guerrero y los Sheekanos. All platforms got it, guys. You can also look up her videos también on YouTube. She's got a lot of great videos there from other podcasts. When she was on with Rock and Roll James, great show as well. También
30K views on that Rock and Roll James.
He is amazing. He's got a great show. I love the dude. I watch him every chance I get. I don't have a lot of time in a day to do it, but when I do get an opportunity, I check it out. He's amazing. Amazing dude, man. I appreciate everything he does for the industry, man. He's been doing it so long. I remember when I was just first getting started. I remember when he had the long hair and all that stuff. He did I know it was a skit there, not a skit, but there was a show that was done on the weekends. I'm not sure if it was called Puro Tejano or something like that. He did like a host. Yes, where he would host, and that was something I looked forward to watching every weekend. This was the early 90s when I was just getting started, but that's way back when. But anyway, he's got a great show. También, there's plenty of shows out there you guys can take a look at and get all these new artists and that are rising out there in the industry and get to know them, get to know their history and whatnot, and go out there and support their music, stream it, add it to your playlist. Everyone's, of course, Gigi's también as well is out there. So go out there and check out her videos también up on YouTube. You had some performance también over on the Domingo Live show as well.
Yes, I was on Domingo Live with Ruth Trevino, and he actually did an interview with me that came out on the Tejano Gold Countdown as well. And you can check all that out. I have a website. Go into Gigi La Sheekana Guerrero, and I have the QR code there for the website, and that's where all my stuff is. Last year I was gonna do it wrap up the year kind of with pictures and stuff. I was like, oh my, I didn't realize how much I had done. This doesn't need a page. This needs a whole website.
Yes, you're like, I'm gonna have to hire somebody to do this. I can't do this on my own.
I know. I don't hire. I'm like, let me try to figure it out. So the website is under construction. If there's something you don't like on there, I'm working on it.
She's only got about 3,000 pictures on there, but she's working on it, guys.
Click on the pictures. They have links, I promise.
That's awesome right there. But yes, definitely, give them your website. What's your website?
I don't know. Go into Gigi La Sheekana. It's a Google website because it's free. And that, like I said, I was planning to just do some pictures for kind of wrap up the year. And there was just so much. I was like, no, I need more room. And so going to my Gigi La Sheekana Guerrero Facebook page, and there you'll find the QR code and the link to the Google website. And there it talks about, my dad, talks about me, as an artist, me as a podcaster, me as the founder of the Tejano Music Legacy Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, and also all the interviews and all the live stuff, the where I've sung and all that kinds of fun stuff. So if you want to be chismoso, go in there and check it out. If you're curious,
If you're curious.
if you're curious, I mean, go in there, and there's a lot of stuff in there for you to, to just, get your popcorn.
There you go. And we're not going to see an orange cone that says under construction, right?
No. It's all done. I left the cone. There's not a cone, but it does say under construction simply because I don't like it, and I plan to be. It's a work in progress.
So yeah. There you go. Yeah, we're going to cover it up with that. All right, guys.
But the links work. Everything works. I promise. Kitlia, thank you so much for having me yet again on your show. I enjoy it. Like I said, I look forward to being on here because you were one of the people that I first started seeing the podcast from and what you were doing, and I really admired what you were doing. And when I contacted you and you were so nice and sweet to say, I do use this and this is what I do, and that's what we're supposed to be doing, is esta onda, helping each other, dándonos la mano, and you did, and I am completely grateful to you. Saludos to your wife. I met you over there at Janie's record shop for the first time, and it's yeah, and luckily I remembered who you were because, like I said, I don't make the connect.
Right, and then we can't say that for you, Antonio, but
sorry,
she couldn't say, but it's all right. But it happens, you know what I mean. But she did recognize you; that she did see you somewhere, buddy.
Yeah,
she just didn't remember where.
I'll do that. If I intently look at you, don't freak out. I'm just trying to figure out where I know you from.
Yes, she's just like picking you out, like up and down, like, gosh, where did I see this guy at?
Yeah. And some people are like, you look real familiar. Do I know you? No. Okay. Sorry.
So what's next for you, Gigi? You plan to get back into the studio anytime soon, or you're going to let the EP just sink in a little bit more?
I'm actually planning some collabs with some conjunto artists.
Okay.
And I don't know if I should say right now because it's not official yet, so I don't want to jinx it. But there's some collabs in the works. Definitely taking out my own songs out there también, and also working with my foundation. I'm working on a festival here in the Valley. And it's going to be geared towards the children because I was an elementary school teacher. That's my jam, the little babies. And if we start with them, and get this going again, I believe it'll work. And at least we can make a little dent in having them know, about their roots. And all that is plans in the works, Gigi works 24/7. I should sleep, but I don't. But I've always got something going on. And I want to thank everybody who has given me a hand. All the people that were out there at Fanfare, all my team and the people who helped me out, and Norma Salazar, her husband George, my cousin Antonio, and my other assistant Antonio, and I've got all kinds of people. My sister Mary Lou, that I'm so blessed to have people in my corner that I can count on and help me do all the crazy things that Gigi decides to do. And so I'm very blessed with that as well. I'm living life to the fullest. I'm happy where I'm at. I am just going forward, forging on forward. I'm not gonna stop for anything or anybody, and I'm just gonna keep on going hasta como decía mi papá, hasta que truene. And now I see what he's talking about, hasta que truene.
Exactly.
Until when it's checkout time. When it's checkout time, I can say at least that I did my darndest and I did my part. Saludos, Bobby Castañeda. So
saludos.
Yes. So thank you to everybody that's come in, guys. And but if you need an artist that sings for 45 minutes,
inbox her, and she'll start working out a date with you guys.
That's right.
Sure. But
if you're an artist, get a hold of me, and we can set you up on our podcast so we can interview you. If you have a new release, make a drop, send it to me, and the link to your song, and we'll get it on there. But again, Keith Leal, if it wasn't for people like you that and of course también Juan Mendoza with his three amigos, and that I was watching and thinking I need to do that because you all are reaching the people that we want to reach, and it's become a beautiful thing, and I am grateful for you, grateful for Juan Mendoza, Laila, Lisa, and now the team, the Tejano TV team that we have is awesome, and I'm very grateful to be part of that. So lots of blessings to everybody. Que todos se cuiden. Sundays 2 p.m. Giras y
Yep.
desveladas. Giras means tour. Norma, my co-host. Okay, my co-host maybe for about a year now. She's like, I can't say the title of our show. I'm like, what? I'm like, giras y desveladas. Giras y giras y desveladas. Okay, tours and sleepless nights. Tours and sleepless nights. Giras y desveladas. Okay, for you guys that need some help with the Spanish.
Does she have it down now though, right?
I don't know.
No.
She can say tours and sleepless nights. That's why I put it under the new logo that I put. Giras y desveladas arriba, tours and sleepless nights abajo. In case you need translation.
Of course, yes. You got to do that bilingual right there.
Yeah.
But hey, check her show out, guys. Every Sunday, right? 2 p.m.
Sunday, 2 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
Texas time, yeah.
There you go. And look her up. Also, you got a Facebook page también as well, right?
Gigi la Sheekana Guerrero. Yeah, that's the go-to. If you need to get a hold of me, that's the go-to. That's where I'm always at. I'm always working on something. Like right now, I'm already getting ready for the promo for my artists for this Sunday coming up. You know how it is, Keith.
Yeah.
For those, if you do plan to get a podcast, and I highly recommend everybody do it, but know that you got to stick to it, and know that it's not easy.
It's not easy. Yes, got to be very consistent.
Yes.
Very consistent with what you do. In a week in, a week out, because people do actually watch and pay attention to a lot of stuff that happens. So you definitely want to be consistent. I know it's tough. There's a lot of artists out there that last minute cancellations, and sometimes you just can't help it. But you try and do what you can do to try to get somebody in there beforehand. And I've been successful with a lot of those that I'm able to get somebody in before the next date. So I've been blessed to have that happen. I mean, I think I probably had about maybe one or two that I just canceled, period, and there was some that due to me being under the weather. That's another challenge right there that happens. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. It like I said, it's not easy. Saludos, Gil Jimenez, hijo de Flaco Jimenez. Had him on the show, and I think he was the first drop that I did for Trucking Out with New Rolas. Thank you, Gil, or Gil, because I'm Mexican. Anyway, so yeah, it's not easy, but man, you have kept it going, and you have been consistent, and también Juan Mendoza, I mean, just keep growing and growing and growing, and that's just a testament that we're not giving up. And it shows, man. At Fanfare, there was, I mean, a sea of people. I was surprised at the turnout. I did not expect it to be that big, and it was beautiful to see toda la raza ahí listening to Tejano music and dancing. Everybody happy. It was a beautiful thing. Saludos to Pino Gaona for that, and and saludos to everybody that's doing all those kinds of festivals and fairs to get our music out there entre la gente, because that's what we need.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cállate.
About that. I'm not going to remove you from the screen. I'm going to do it professionally, okay? So, but it's always great to have you once again, Gigi. Man, good luck to you on the future. What you got going on? It's you continued success. También we wish you with your show. También Giras y Desveladas. You guys check her out Sundays 2 p.m. You can catch her on YouTube. También look her up. She's got great videos out there. Her music, her EP is out. Stream it. Available on all digital platforms. Go out there and add it to your playlist. And we will see you guys next Monday. I will have Anthony Quintanilla from Potente right here on the show.
Saludos. Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, and have a great night.
Blessings, guys.